Now to a First Alert 6 traffic nightmare. Why would someone start a construction project on a road that's the detour for another construction project? Since last Friday, drivers put this on our radar as they take a detour near Waterloo and then would run into another mess. After First Alert 6 started asking questions, it appears an untimely project is now on a faster track toward completion. Blondo Street is a marked detour for traffic since West Dodge Street is under construction in western Douglas County. Crews are building a roundabout there by West Shores. But another construction project that you see here is replacing pavement panels on Blondo. Yeah, it started up cutting Blondo to one lane, causing all sorts of backups. Douglas County engineer tells our Mike McKnight that the contractor who won the bid for this new project never should have started it while Blondo's a detour.
There should have been better communication. I'm not 100% what they were told when they called here. I'm still working on getting that information, but they came out and tore up a stretch of road that we wish they hadn't.
Fitzer says the county is paying for the use of a quick dry concrete. The contractor tells our Mike McKnight the panels that have been torn out should be replaced by tomorrow morning and Blondo back open to two-way traffic. The contractor says there's blame on both sides for the miscommunication. The county engineer says he'll find out what happened and make sure it does not happen again.